I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable today, if that's all right. I hope it helps somebody. I was praying, actually preparing for this message, and I prayed, God, I need to hear your voice. And immediately, as soon as I prayed that, I heard these words: I need to hear your voice. And it shook me inside, brought tears to my eyes, and it shook me up in a good way, you know. God said those few little words, but yet communicated a volume of material to me. That's another reason why I can sit here and tell you I know it was God. Because he said 6 words, but if I was to try to tell you all that he said in those 6 words, we'd be here for 3 hours. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to preach to you for 3 hours today. But God has a way of saying few words, but yet really saying a lot. And immediately I understood what he meant. As soon as I heard those words, it was like he laid all this out. Immediately I understood. And what he was saying was, I'm going to share a few of them with you. I've been too formal in my prayers. I've been too much by the book. Too much principle driven and not relational driven, if that makes sense. When I come to pray, I'm real biblical, I'm real principle driven, I'm real kingdom driven, but I'm not relationally connected. That's not my intent. My intent was to get some words out and to communicate a few things and make some requests and whatever. But it wasn't relational driven. Does that make sense? And God said, I need to hear your voice. Emphasis on the your. What are you passionate about? What drives you? Right? What are your wants and desires? Who are you? What burdens are you carrying? See, I realize God's concerned about friendship. God's concerned about relationship. God's concerned about me. And here I was in prayer, only concerned about kingdom principles and praying the promises of the Word back to Him, and all that's good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying it needs to be relationally driven. You don't have to put a mask on and be somebody you're not supposed to be when you come before God that knows everything about you anyway. I can be myself. I can be Robert before God. I don't have to be some mask-wearing Christian. You see what I'm saying? God said, I need to hear your voice. Who are you? So, and then another thing, it's just all this came to me at once as soon as I heard those 6 words. I'll share another one. God was saying to me, you talk too much. Now, have you ever been around somebody that talks? Don't look around the room. You don't have to shout amen, just look at amen at me. Have you ever been around somebody who talks too much? Now, I happen to have somebody in my immediate family that's about that age where she talks too much. And I'm talking, I'm talking like cover 52 subjects in 3 minutes, you know. Daddy, you know dolphins don't breathe underwater? And they like to swim. And I like to swim. Can we go to the pool today? I don't want to wear my floaty. I want to go in the deep end. Chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. But I don't want the powdered chocolate. I want the Hershey chocolate. Make it dark, Daddy. I want it dark. I want that milk dark. And I like this. Can I get a My Little Pony? What are we going to do today outside? Can I eat the... And I'm like, whoa. Hold on. All I want to know is this. Just how much of that chocolate milk have you had today? But God was saying to me, you talk too much. All I do is I come with an agenda to pour my heart out and do my thing and pray my prayers and my requests. And when I'm done talking, prayer's over. You see what I'm saying? Point number 2, prayer has 2 parts. When I'm done talking, prayer's over. And I come out of the prayer closet and I go about my day until I'm ready to pray again. And God's saying, where do I fit in? When can I talk? Right? Prayer has 2 parts.